So very good morning, my dear students. Once again welcome to grade 11 accountancy class. Okay. So now we are in progress of formation of journal entries. Correct. So how to preparation of journal entries. So we have to compare two approach. Correct. One is modern approach and traditional approach. As a modern approach, there are 5 elements. So what are the 5 elements? Assets, liabilities, capital, income, expenses. Correct. Then traditional approach, you can classify it into personal account, real account, nominal account. Based upon you want to form the journal entries with the help of the rule. So what is the personal account rule? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Correct. Thereafter as a real account, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Then finally as a nominal account, debit all expenses and losses, credit all income and gain. So now we will see today for this video, you can compare with our modern approach and traditional approach. See, the accounts involved and the effects as per traditional and modern rule. See here, what is the first transaction? Just Vijay started business, okay, with cash. Here you forget about the amount. Just to see the comparison between traditional approach and modern approach. Okay, here the heading is what? Accounts involved and effect as per traditional and modern rule. What are the two accounts involved? One is cash and as a business started, capital, correct? As a cash, it is coming in English, correct? So it is coming. So naturally cash is increasing. Then capital, so Vijay is the giver, correct? So naturally capital increases. Here cash also increasing, capital also increasing. Here as a Vijay is the giver, correct? So here nature of accounts under traditional rule. What's the traditional rule? As a cash is coming under real account, correct? So what's the real account rule? Debit what comes in. Okay. So similarly as a Vijay contributing capital. Okay, as a personal account. So what's the personal account rule? Here, what's the personal account rule? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. So naturally here Vijay is the credit the giver. You understood? So coming for the nature of account under modern rule. Here what is the modern rule? As a cash here coming under asset. So naturally debit the increases in asset. As you know, whenever asset increases you have to put debit. Whenever asset decreases you have to put credit. Same manner. Then here also capital. Here capital means what? Here credit. The increase in the capital. Here capital also increasing. So as you are putting your personal account here, you are putting under capital account and here real account, here asset account under modern rule. Okay, that's what the two comparison between traditional rule and modern rule. As a asset, whenever asset as a modern rule, debit is increasing, credit is decreasing. Similarly, as a capital, credit is increasing. Correct. As a capital part of it. Correct. The two 5 elements totally under modern rule. Now you know the entry now. So cash account debtor to Vijay capital account. That's what the first example about Vijay started business with the cash. We're comparing with the effect. What are the effect involved as a cash and capital? How we are going to prepare the journal entry based upon that, how the entry is affected under traditional rule. You consider here real or nominal personal account. Here just is a asset and capital account. Okay, so asset also increasing, capital also increasing. So you know the journal entry cash account data to Vijay capital account. That's what the first transaction, effect of the first transaction. Now move for the second one. So what is second one? Purchased goods from cash. Okay, so here the goods purchased. There are two information. So one is purchases. So naturally it is an expenses. Okay. So it is increasing. Then as a cash, it is going out. Okay. So when you are purchasing, our cash is going out. So naturally it is decreases. Okay. Here purchases increasing, as a cash going out decreasing. Okay. Under traditional rule, what is the format? As a purchases, you can say as a nominal account, debit all expenses and losses. So naturally here debit all expenses. Okay. Thereafter as a cash. Cash is real account and a traditional rule. What is the formula here? What is the rule here? So as a real account, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Here as a real account, credit what goes out. Okay. Now coming for the other nature of account under modern rule. Same manner. See here as a purchases, here consider as a expenses. So naturally expenses, whenever expenses, debit increases. That's what. Debit increases in expenses. So what is the opposite? Opposite expenses, credit decreases. Whenever expenses increases, you have to put debit. Whenever expenses decreases, you have to put credit. Same manner as a asset. As here cash, according to modern approach, are considered as a asset. Correct. What is the asset here? Again, credit. So naturally, it decreases. Cash goes out. Here, my asset is decreases. My expenses increases. So what is the journal entry rule? Purchases account data to cash account, to formation of journal entry. And comparing with our traditional rule and modern rule, based upon the transaction, purchase goods for cash. Okay, now going for the next transaction. Here, purchase goods from Karthik on credit. Here, credit transaction. You know already. So what are the two elements involved here? See, under accounts involved and effect as per traditional and modern rule. Okay, as a traditional purchases, again it is an expenses. As a modern rule, increases. Okay, similarly, Karthik. As a traditional, Karthik is the giver. So, based upon the name, coming under personal account. Okay, so debit the receiver, credit the giver. So, naturally, here Karthik as a giver. Similarly, increases because of the liability as a creditor under modern rule. Okay, now, according to nature of accounts, traditional rule. What is the traditional rule here? As a normal account. Again, debit all expenses and losses. Credit all income and gain. So naturally, under normal account, as a purchases, we consider as debit all expenses. Okay. Similarly, as a personal account. Why? Because we purchase from whom? Karthik. That's why coming under personal account. So what is the rule here? Credit the giver. As a Karthik is the giver. Okay. So debit the receiver, credit the giver under personal account rule. Here Karthik, you purchase goods from Karthik. Naturally, he is the giver. I have understood this entry. Then coming for our modern rule. Nature of accounts under modern rule. See, as a expenses, again, as a purchases, according to modern rule, it is coming under expenses. Naturally, whenever expenses increases, I put debit. That's what debit the increases in expenses. Okay. Similarly, whenever Karthik here, according to my modern rule, we consider as a creditor, as a liability. Correct. So here liability. So my credit is the increases. Credit also increases as a liability. Correct. So as I consider here as a nominal account under traditional rule, here I consider as expenses, here as a personal account, here I consider as a liability under modern rule. Naturally, what is the journal entry? Purchases account data to Karthik account. Now understood. That's what it here. Three transactions are going to compare. How we are going to be effect for based upon our traditional approach and modern approach as an idea about for differentiating. Okay, but ultimately this is the final. How we are going to form the journal entry. Okay, so other debit and credit, that is very, very important. Coming under double entry concept. Correct. Now let's see the next three examples based upon our sales journal entries. Okay, just to see now. So, okay, so we discussed as a traditional approach and modern approach for any capital reduction, then purchases as a cash purchases and credit purchases. Now see the fourth transaction in the same manner. So what is that? Sold goods for cash. Okay, as a coming under accounts involved and effect as per traditional and modern rule. See, as a traditional modern rule, you know that two elements are involved. One is cash. Okay, thereafter sales, because sold goods. Okay, sales. As a cash, it is coming according to our traditional approach. As a modern, it increases. Okay, cash increases. Then as a sales, according to traditional approach, it is a revenue. But as a modern, it is increases. Okay. Now coming for the rule, whether as a cash, you know, coming under real account because it is a asset. So naturally debit what comes in. Correct. Thereafter, as a nominal account, as a sales, it's a nominal account. Credit all revenue and incomes or credit all income and gains. Correct. As a nominal account under credit part. Understood according to traditional rule. It's a nature of account. Here, as a nature of account, modern rule, what is that? As a asset, as a cash, as a asset. So naturally, debit the increase in asset. Okay, our cash is increased, then revenue. So it's coming under credit, the increase in revenue. Revenue also increased here. Asset also increases, revenue also increases. Correct, according to our modern rule. So naturally, what is journal entry? As you know, cash account data to sales account. Okay, as a cash is coming under real account according to traditional approach, according to modern rule, coming under asset. Okay, here according to traditional approach, coming under nominal account, according to modern rule, coming under revenue. Okay, so here also cash increases, here also increases. Correct. That's what the accounting equation under modern approach, the 5 elements as a traditional approach. So understood now the comparison of traditional and modern approach for this particular transaction. Sold goods for cash. Now coming for sold goods to Archana on credit. Okay, we discussed earlier goods purchased on credit. Now here same manner, goods sold on credit to whom? As a Archana. So just see your name is there. You sold to whom? As a Archana. Because on credit basis, correct? As a credit sales, as a Archana. So she is the receiver naturally, according to our traditional approach. So naturally it is increases. Thereafter coming under sales. So it is coming under revenue. So here also according to our modern rule increases. Understood? According to the what are the accounts involved? Here Archana and sales. Okay. Similarly, our traditional approach, as you know, as Archana, maybe a personal coming under personal account. Naturally, debit the receiver. She receives the goods, correct? So Archana, personal account, debit the receiver. As a sales coming under nominal account, credit all revenue and expenses. Credit all income and gain or revenue. Okay, that's what the nominal account rule according to traditional approach. Okay, coming for our modern rule, as a Archana here, she is the debtor. Okay, as a asset. So asset increases. That's what debit, the increase in asset. Asset debtor increases. As Archana is coming under classification under debtor. Similarly, revenue. As a revenue, also here also credit, the increase in revenue. Okay, so both sides here also increases, here also increases, the accounting equation. So actually you know how to form the journal entry here. See Archana account data to sales account. So once you see the journal entry, immediately come to our mind that it is a credit sales. Okay, so later on you have practice. So once you see the journal entry, immediately you can say it is credit sales. Okay, that's a practice, it will come later. Understood? According to goods sold on credit, comparison between our traditional and modern. Now, then third one, it's very important, purchased asset. So what is the asset here purchased? Furniture for cash. Just you see the two elements, see what are the accounts involved under both traditional and modern. See here as a furniture, as an asset. See it is coming as a traditional approach, it is come. Okay, so when you purchase it is come inside. Okay, it comes in, but increases naturally. Hereafter cash. So here what happened? Cash is going, it is going out as a traditional. So decreases. Here increases, whenever asset comes inside, cash goes out. Here increases, here decreases. So we are giving effect on the traditional approach. See here, that's a real account. Because furniture is coming under asset as a real account. So debit what comes in. Okay, debit what comes in according to as a furniture. Then here also cash, real account. Here credit what goes out or cash goes out. Exactly real account, so both is applicable. Debit and credit. You understood here? Thereafter, so how we give an effect in our modern approach, modern rule. As a furniture here as a asset according to our modern. So naturally debit the increase in asset. So asset increases, as a furniture increases. So the naturally debit the increases. Whenever asset, debit the increases. Whenever asset decreases, you have to put in a credit. Okay, that is the opposite effect. Then as a asset here, what is the asset here? Cash is here coming under asset. So naturally credit the decrease in asset. Here increase in the asset according to furniture, decrease in the asset according to our cash. Understood? So here that's what very very important. What's the journal entry? Furniture account. So you always any asset purchase you have to debit. So furniture account data to cash. For example, any car you purchase, what is the entry? Maybe immediately paying payment. So car account data to bank or cash because of any amount. Correct? It's more than lakhs. Okay. So not cash. Okay. So here always any particular asset, any asset purchase, you have to debit what? The asset name. So whenever goods purchased, there you debit purchases. That's what the main difference you have to identify. So any assets purchased, you have to debit asset account. So any purchased goods means you have to debit what? Purchases account. You understood? It's very very important differentiate. Whenever asset purchased and goods purchased. Now understood the example about according to sales and credit sales and especially our assets purchased according to our difference of approaches, how to do the as a traditional approach and modern approach. Okay, now let's see the another different example about relativity of purchases. Now we're going to discuss some important purchases. Okay. So now you will see some purchases, relativity of purchases. Already you know as a purchase for cash, purchase account debtor to cash. As a credit purchases, so naturally purchase account debtor to creditor or name of the person. Here, see, suppose the goods are withdrawn for personal use. Okay. Goods withdrawn for personal use. For example, when you are running a company, okay, so some goods we are taking for personal use. So naturally what happened? Our stock reduced, so my purchase value reduced. So how to record this transaction? And for arising this situation. So as you know, personal use, according to even cash also we already discussed. So cash withdrawn for personal use, what you are going to debit? Okay, you have to debit what? Drawings account. Okay, so drawings account data, correct? As a personal use. Debit is what? You have to debit drawings account. So what is credit? Naturally goods. So our purchase value reduced. So I want to reduce my purchases. That's why I'm going to credit to purchases account. Understood? Purchases account. That's what the entry of this meaning. It's a very important one. So cash withdrawn for personal use. How to pass journal entry? Drawings account data to purchases account. So why I am debiting drawings? Because my personal use. Okay, that's right. I am debiting drawings account. So I am crediting purchase account. My purchase value now reduced due to for I am taking the goods. So naturally my purchase will reduce, my stock will reduce. That's why I am going to credit my purchases account. Okay. Similarly here, suppose I am giving some goods donation. For example, you are running a rice, sale of rice, trading your rice bags, correct? So some 125 kgs bag you are given to some charity. Now this situation in this situation, you are helping some people as a giving just rice bags. Okay, so naturally what will happen? Suppose you are running a trading of rice bags, so your purchase will reduce. Okay, so how to write? As a charity, you have to debit what? Again, charity account. Okay, any charity name or you want to give. Okay, charity account data. Again here to purchases. Understood? To purchases account. So here also, so the purchases. Here also purchases. So purchases reducing. So otherwise you can't show the correct financial statement. Correct. That's what here as a goods given as a charity, you want to debit as a charity account data to purchases account. Okay. So our purchase value should be reduced. So that's why you are going to credit purchases. Okay. When you prepare ledger account, you understood. Okay. That is the second situation according to purchases. Similarly, suppose goods are destroyed by fire or theft. For example, we are keeping some our goods as the same rice bag. Take example. So I am keeping in a warehouse as a godown. So what happened? It will be destroyed maybe due to fire or theft. So it was happened. So how to show as that particular value of the purchases? Same manner. I will put it what? Maybe loss by fire or theft. Okay, that is my debit data. I will show loss by fire or theft account data to purchases account. So I am crediting, then only my purchases will be reduced. You understood? The total three important classification according to withdrawn for personal use as a cash. Then suppose you are giving any purchase any goods to charity. Similarly, the goods destroyed by fire or theft. So how to pass journal entry? See all I am crediting purchases account. Correct. Very important. So debit only situation changes. Here the situation drawings. Once you see this journal entry, you understood that goods withdrawn for personal use. So when you see this journal entry, you understood that so goods given to charity. When you see this journal entry, you understood that something as a goods lost by fire or theft. So according to journal entry, you understood. So what happened? Our goods purchases or stock. So why I am crediting purchases? Because my here purchase value is reducing. So how to show? So likewise I am crediting all the three situations. I am crediting purchase account, debiting depends upon the transaction. I am debiting as here drawings here, as a charity here, as a loss by fire or theft. You understood? These are the three important entries. Okay. Now the next one, the bad debts. Here what is bad debts? So when it will come? Naturally This will come when? As a debtor. Okay. So when the debtor will come? Whenever credit sales. Correct. So when a person become debtor, the question as you can ask, when a person become debtor. So simply when you are dealing goods on credit, a person become debtor. So one fine morning, definitely debtor should repay to us. Okay. So what happened? For what is bad as he is supposed to pay 10,000 rupees. Okay. But what happened? They given only 9,000 only. Received how much? Only 9,000 only to particular person. For example, goods sold to some some Deepak. Okay. I sold goods to Deepak on credit how much? 10,000. But Deepak given money only 9,000. So what is the 1,000? Here the 1,000 I never considered here. I never said it is discount allowed. So what happened? The 1,000 is what? See, not yet recovered. Okay. That 1,000 rupees is called bad debts. This 1,000. Okay. So understood. So how to pass this journal entry? So naturally you know what is the entry? So bad debts. Okay. So bad debts account debtor to the particular debtor or the name. Here who is the name? The Deepak. You understood? So whenever bad debts, you want to pass this journal entry. That's what they understand. So the bad debts is smart. So coming under nominal account. So as a nominal account, it is not expenses for us, it is a loss for us, correct? So bad debts. Understood? So that's why I am debiting. So as a debtor, he is the giver, unable to give now, as a name, personal name. So that's why I am crediting, a giver. So he not yet given the bad debts. Suppose the bad debts recovered, this 1,000 rupees. Now the bad debts recovered. Later. Okay, bad debts recovered. So later on what happened? That fellow changing his mind. So honestly, he given that particular money, the 1,000 rupees now the bad debts recovered. So how to pass journal entry? Now the money received. So what is the entry? Maybe cash or bank. Okay, that is better always like this. Bank account, data, 1,000 to, what is the credit? Bad debts recovered account. Bad debts recovered. Recovered account. So earlier I am debiting now. So now I am going to change this. Correct? So to bad debts recovered account. So I am debiting this one cash account. So as a cash account, cash or bank account. Now I got money. Earlier I declared as a bad debts. I thought that okay that money won't come. Now the money I got it luckily. So the 1,000 rupees are going to account. Out to account. So cash account data. As a real account. As a real account, debit the what comes in. So comes in I put debited. As a bad debts recovered means what? Coming under nominal account. As a income. Correct. So credit or income. Correct. And gains. That's what here I consider as a income. Understood? As a bad debts, how to pass journal entry. Suppose bad debts recovered, how to pass journal entry. You understood? That is the one example here. Now move for the very important one. Depreciation. Okay. Depreciation. For the, so depreciation, so for the some particular asset. Okay, I am going to discuss depreciation for some asset. Okay, charged. Depreciation charged on asset. On asset. For example, even motor car or plant and machinery. So what is journal entry? So I am going to debit depreciation. Okay, later I am going to study detailedly. Separate chapter is the depreciation. Separate chapter, very interesting. See here, depreciation is what? Wear and tear. After usage of your asset, so asset is become, value become reduced. So I want to show that. Correct. Suppose when last 5 years back, you purchase car, you can't expect the same quality about our car. So definitely the car will become weak now. Okay, for usage of period of longer period of time. Similarly here, so how to calculate depreciation charged on asset? How to process journal entry? As a depreciation account data to the particular asset, that is credit. Okay, particular asset. That's what. Why depreciation am debited? So coming under nominal account, so debit all expenses and losses. The depreciation is what? Depreciation is, for me, it is loss, not expenses. You understood? Because so when it is called expenses, I put my packet. Paying money is called expenses here. Only I am reducing my value of the asset. That's why consider as a loss. So coming under nominal account, debit all expenses and losses. That's why I am debiting. So depreciation account data to asset account. You understood, especially for depreciation charged on asset. Okay, that's what the one of the example here. So we discussed about asset purchases 1, 2, 3 entries. Thereafter as a bad debts. So how the entry is going to be passed. Thereafter as a bad debts recovered, how the entry is passed. And especially as a depreciation charged on asset, how the entry is passed. Now, the another two entry I am going to discuss now. For example here, see here. So what is the next step? See here, the asset is sold. So asset sold. So asset sold for cash. Okay. So your asset is here, maybe we say furniture. Okay. What is the entry? So what happened? So asset is coming under real account. So as you know, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So when you're selling asset, what will happen? You got money. So you can say cash or bank account data to furniture account. Okay, to furniture account. That's what. Why I am crediting furniture account? It is a asset. Now asset. What happened? Gone out. Sold. Okay. Asset goes out. That's what. That's a real account. Debit what comes in. Credit what goes out. So both are coming under real asset. Now understood. That's what the asset sold for cash. As an example here. Okay. Now whatever the, for example, this furniture as asset sold for cash as a furniture worth of 10,000, I sold for how much? 9,500. So naturally what will happen? How I am giving effect here, understood? Here 10,000 worth of furniture, I sold only 9,500. So what is the journal entry here? So again I got it cash or bank account data, how much? 9,500. Okay, actually how much my asset value? My asset is here to furniture account. Okay, furniture account 10,000 here. Okay, 10,000. So difference is what? Nothing but loss on sale of asset. Okay, loss on sale of asset. How much? It is the 500. So now understood. As a debit and credit, here 10,000, here 10,000. Now understood? Suppose here I done as a loss. So 10,000 worth of furniture, I sold only 9,500. So naturally that 500 is what? As a loss. So I am giving effect. As a cash and bank account at 9,500, the loss on sale of asset 500 to furniture. Okay. Or you can write here loss on sale of furniture. Or you can write loss on sale of particular name of the asset. So loss on sale of furniture. How much? So 500 is I lose it. Okay. So 10,000 worth I just sold 9,500 only. So naturally 500 is my loss. You understood? Suppose the same asset become profit. So same 10,000 worth of asset I am selling how much? 10,500. You have understood? Now my money is how much I sold? 10,000 worth of furniture. Now I am going to sell 10,500. So now here I am selling more than the cost of my furniture value. So how much I put it here? See here I put it 10,500. Okay. 10,500. Okay. 10,500. But actually what is my furniture value? Only 10,000. Okay. So only furniture value is how much? 10,000. Understood? But how much I sold? 10,500. So the difference is 500 what? I am going to write it here. To profit on sale of furniture. Okay. Profit on sale of furniture 500. Understood? That's what the very important. So whenever loss, how to give the effect. Whenever profit, how to give the effect. So ultimately you have to confirm that my debit and credit is equal. As a double entry system, so always every corresponding debit, definitely there is a corresponding credit. Correct. So you want to verify based upon the rule. So now I confirm the verify as a cash account coming under real account. Why it is real account? Because it is a asset. So why as a asset, as a real account, what's the rule? Debit, what comes in? Yes, I got money. Then asset furniture coming under real account. Why it is a real account? It is a asset. So what is the rule? Debit, what comes in, credit, what goes out. Correct. Okay. Then this is what? This is nominal account. So why it is nominal account? Coming under as a gain for us. Okay. So what's a nominal account rule? Credit all income and gain. This 500 is gain. That's why I am crediting. You understood? That's what each and every journal entry you want to verify that with the help of the rule. As a personal, real, nominal. As a you want to practice. Okay. So next class onwards, we'll discuss about our NCERT as a some important exercise. So thereafter, so once you are strong in journal entry, naturally, you can able to do as a ledger. Okay, from journal entry to ledger. Okay, so that we'll discuss in next class onwards. Simultaneously, how to preparation of the journal entries, then with the ledger. So I hope that we discuss some all the example about formation of the journal entry as a purchases, purchase return, as a sales, sales return, then cash withdrawn for personal use, then as a purchases withdrawn for personal use, as a charity, thereafter as a lost by fire, theft. Okay, thereafter the bad debts, then how the bad debts are recovered, then what is the sale of the asset with the profit, then with the loss, then very important, initially we discussed comparison with the traditional approach and our modern approach, comparison discussed, correct? That's what you have to follow. If you watch this video, definitely have some idea with comparison of traditional approach and modern approach with the help of the rule, okay? So I hope that you understood for the preparation of these are the standard journal entries. So once you are strong, understood these journal entries, we can discuss further, then with the help of the journal entry, how to do ledger. Okay, that will discuss our next class. Okay, thank you very much.